Real Talk Sports, we are here in our third show, and once again, we apologize for the tardiness of our sports shows. We have been backed up in production with all type of things going on. We are starting to grow as a unit. We are starting to do more in the community. We are starting to be heard on a very small level, and we continue to keep building. Before we get going too fast, let me introduce the players. Slowly, I'm sorry. To my right, we have Vinny Fernandez.
What's with the slow motion?
And next, never to be forgotten, the diehard New York Jets fan himself, Luis Fernandez.
Don't forget the.
And I'm your host, Scott Baker. And yeah, we want to make sure everything is spoken clearly and heard across the globe. We have a lot of information to cover, a lot of sports. We're having a good time with it, man. We hope y'all like sports as much as we do, because if you do, you're going to definitely listen to this show. We cover everything. We live in ESPN, even though we shouldn't. But you got to be objective. You got to hear everybody's opinion, unfortunately. Except Merrill Hodge, but it's cool.
Low blow.
I'm sorry, he gets on my nerves sometimes. I can't stand the term factor back. That's kind of a given. Yeah, that guy's a factor back. Like, yeah, that's why they drafted him. So he would be a factor.
I think a running back is a factor.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Isn't it the same?
But he uses that term in every segment. If he's talking about basketball, and he's talking about a factor back. Like, wait a minute, bro.
Why would anyone talk to him about basketball? He barely knows football.
Well, we digress. We're going to start off with the NFL. It is a lot going on. It's minicamp time. It's time to look good without pads. You know, make all the plays before you start getting hit.
Oh, yeah.
So what's going on in the Jets facility? I know you guys keep the cameras rolling up there.
Tebow. I've had enough of Tebow.
Already?
Up and down.
He just got there.
I mean, I like the man. I think he's a great player, you know, but it's the way the media covers him. So it's hard to look at the other things, you know. It's always a quarterback duel.
Yeah.
You know, let's be real. Mark said we don't need a play-by-play of OTAs of throwing drills.
No.
We don't.
And you can't rate OTAs like it's actual game. They were breaking it down about Sanchez. Sanchez threw 2 interceptions in OTAs.
They broke down pass by pass.
And Tebow had like a 40% completion rate. Like, okay.
This isn't a game. Y'all are in shorts.
It's OTAs,
Y'all
baby.
aren't even in shoulder pads, okay? Like, he's got a helmet on. Let's be real.
Yeah, the hysteria has started already.
Oh, yeah.
And again, you know, that's why I canceled my NFL package on DirecTV because I really don't need to pay to see this since it's going to be a circus and it's going to be on ESPN constantly anyway.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can get that on basic cable.
Yep. That's what I have. Basic. And I get all the information I need.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they're already saying over in Cleveland that Colt McCoy needs to be traded. They're saying they're already treating him wrong, and they're giving the job to Brandon Whedon pretty much.
Who wants Colt McCoy?
Good question.
Texas?
Texas again.
Okay, my whole thing with Colt McCoy, you have another undersized quarterback.
Yeah.
All right, he's not as accurate as Drew Brees.
No.
All right, he's already had a concussion. We know about it with the James Harris.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. I don't think he's going to be a career backup.
Yeah.
All right, if he does. So what value are you going to get for him? You're not going to get any more value than you just did for Tebow.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland coach went to him like, look, you're going to be the backup. And he wouldn't be like, okay. You might as well keep him in Cleveland.
Like, I don't see the point of trading him.
Keep him in Cleveland.
What are you going to get?
You got Seneca Wallace behind that. You might want to keep them because both of them are injury prone.
I mean, it's a good 1-2-3 tandem. I don't see a problem with having more quarterbacks in Cleveland. It's not like Brandon Whedon's going to come out and blow out of the water.
I think you need to keep that because you don't know what Brandon Whedon is yet. You don't know what he is yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's a 28-year-old.
Well, he's going to be 29 in October. So it's
now see, that's not bad if he comes out the gate and he looks more mature than other rookies. Then it's a plus. But as of right now, we don't know. We don't know how he's going
to the floor running then.
Yeah.
I mean, he's older than Mark Sanchez is.
Damn, he sure is, isn't he?
He sure is. So I mean, you know, you can count. You know, he's older than Newton. He's older than Bradford. He's older than Sanchez. He's older than Freeman.
Tony Romo. Tony Romo about 30.
Yeah, he is.
He's about Tony Romo's age.
Oh man.
Yeah,
he sure is. Godly.
And if it takes him 2 or 3 years to get started, well, he's gonna be damn near 33, 34 years old.
It's already gonna take him 2 to 3 years anyway.
To adjust. Yeah.
He has no receiver. His best receiver is
they better run the ball 35 times a game.
Good luck, Trevor.
They better run the ball 35 times a game.
Well, I use Chris Wenke as the barometer. How long did he last?
Chris Wenke.
He was what, 28 when they got it? He was actually
Florida
younger,
State.
if I'm not mistaken.
Florida quarterbacks have just had it bad. They really have. Florida State, Florida quarterbacks have Rex Grossman, Tim Tebow, Wenke. That name, just Wenke. You set up for failure. You need to fix cars or something.
Well, Christian Ponder had a nice little first year.
Christian Ponder, yeah, Christian Ponder.
Well, I'm not saying nice first year as in he did well. I mean, he has a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah.
But it's tough, you know. Like the Browns are gonna be the Browns. I'm not even worrying about that.
Oh yeah. They'll win 3 or 4 games here and there. But my biggest thing on NFL I want to cover is these rookies and these players. DUIs, possession charges. What is the issue? I want to create a program. Listen, y'all can come to my house. I was talking a little about this the other day. I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to pub it to the NFL. Like, look, you can come to my house. I'll have women. You can get hammered. You can do whatever you like to do in your spare time. I'm just going to leave it at that. And nobody ever know about it. I got a big blue van. It's the most inconspicuous thing we can ride in. I will drop you off back at training camp. Nobody will ever pull us over in that van because they feel bad when they pull up next to me. Once you hear the exhaust leak, you're like, oh man, this guy probably doesn't have the money to get it fixed.
But on that subject, these players have been given instructions by the NFL that if they need a ride by the team,
they sure do.
That they can call up for a ride. And one of the most disturbing parts of what I heard about theories about why they don't call up, one of the most disturbing things that they brought up was a lot of these guys, they want to show off their rides.
And the majority of the cats that have been getting caught, Justin Blackman, Nick Fairley, have been in their college back home in their college states. Nick Fairley got caught speeding and flashing in his Escalade, and he was out at Auburn.
Right.
Well, let's be real. All right. The reason most of these college players are as hyped up as they are is because of the college experience of the college life.
Yeah.
And don't forget that the college life, there are drugs, there are alcohol involved.
And you don't get arrested for that on campus.
Oh no.
And you certainly want to go back and show off your
Show
off what you got.
You gotta go back. I know Cam Newton went back to Auburn to show off that.
Yeah, he probably went back and got blown.
Hell, Robert Griffin's girl's already driving a Bentley and he didn't even sign.
Oh yeah, he already owns DC.
Yeah, it's over.
But see, the thing with Blackman is he hadn't even signed his contract yet. So you doing this, you getting in trouble, brother, and you just killing your money. You one of the top receivers in the draft, and now you're gonna get paid like a 3rd or 4th rounder. Because Jacksonville ain't gonna take that risk. They've already had 4 busts.
Matt Jones, cokehead.
Yeah, 4 busts at wide receiver that they've drafted.
Reggie Williams, another one.
And so now you're just putting yourself in that category. Now you have to work extra hard to prove shit you shouldn't even have to do. Because you're getting arrested. And sign the papers, fellas. Get the contract first before you do this.
Well, they said that since he hasn't signed yet, the Jaguars are going to have to take measures where they have to protect themselves. And I don't blame the Jaguars for doing that. Because like you said, they have passed...
The silliest part of it all is, what are you waiting for to sign? Because it's slotted.
It's a rookie wage scale, man.
Okay, whatever he was, number 5. So you get a little less than number 4, and a little more than number 6.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a very, very small margin.
What exactly are you waiting for? So basically, he got burned because he waited.
He killed his money. And just to let you guys know, my Detroit Lions the most arrested team in the offseason. We're up to 5 players.
Well, if there was an NYC, let's just say the arrest would be pretty much lowered.
Yeah, there's nothing going on there. I'm from Michigan. There's nothing going on there. The cops are extremely bored. They are extremely bored. I mean, the economy is so bad. Yeah. Crime is everywhere, so they just kind of picking and choosing.
I feel bad for
It's like sticking your hand in a bowl of goldfish. Like, who am I going to get today? Okay. Oh, NFL player. Hey, come on over here, buddy.
Well, there's some good drugs around the Detroit High End.
Yeah. And let me give you that again. Oh, yeah. There are some excellent drugs. Not that I would know or anything, but, you know, just being from there, the things that I've seen, you know. There are some definitely an array, if I will, a combine of drugs. Yeah, but, another news before we move on. Ocho Cinco got dropped from the Patriots.
Thank God, finally.
And they're talking about he's going to Miami. I think that'd be great for him.
Well, I mean, let's be real. You got 15 receptions last year.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
And 1 TD.
Jeremy Curley on the Jets made that many receptions last year. Titus Young made a bigger impact on the Lions. Like, it's not. He's not a factor anymore. He's T.O. to me now.
Well, they're saying that he couldn't pick up the offense. He just mentally, he could not grasp the New England Patriots offense.
But it's Bill Belichick. It had to be a genius move. It had to be the greatest move of all. I mean, how could it possibly fail?
I just hate how you get all the stories now at the end, like, oh yeah, Chad couldn't run routes in Cincy. They used to have to tell him where to line up. Like,
really?
y'all don't have to put him on blast like that.
Hold on, time out. You talk about Chad Ochocinco. This guy, if he's not a Hall of Fame receiver, he's one of the better receivers of this generation. Yeah. You telling me that this guy can't route run and this guy can't get open? That Tom Brady couldn't find him?
That's what they're saying.
Okay, man. Bullshit. I'm calling it.
You think it's fluff?
I'm calling it. I'm not. My whole thing is, I just don't think that Tom Brady really liked Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah, I don't think
he has a love affair with Rob Gronkowski and Wes Welker.
Yeah. I think that's a Patriot spin. Yeah. If it didn't work out, it has to be that he's incompetent. Yeah. Not that Bill Belichick made a wrong move. How could that possibly be?
Are you telling me that Carson Palmer's trash? Yeah. I don't care what nobody tells me. Yeah. All right. The Bengals the Raiders are idiots for making that move.
Yeah, they gave up a lot for Carson Palmer.
Carson Palmer made this guy, found this guy. You're telling me that Tom Brady can't find him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
While we're talking about the Patriots, I heard a very interesting story about Bob Kraft.
What's that?
You realize Bob Kraft has a new girlfriend.
How old is she?
The owner of the New England Patriots. Well, the question is, today's $64,000 question. How much younger is she than Robert Kraft?
I think she's about 35 years younger.
He's around 75, 77.
And his wife Myra just passed last season.
And this young lady's about 32.
Oh, so what are they doing?
I don't know. It has something to do with, you know.
What is old Bobby Kraft doing with all of that?
There's a lot of insure going on.
Viagra.
A lot of Jimmy Johnson, huh?
And didn't his wife just die
last
a few months ago?
Yeah.
I mean.
Yep. And they put the little patches.
The patches and everything. The patches they barely got sewn on before he got
he had to get that thing wet. He been waiting.
And all that crying over his wife dying. Oh man, they cried and cried. Yeah. And he sure got over it real quick.
Hey, let's be real, man. He's a man just like all of us. He got to get his dick wet.
Yeah, he got to get wet. I guess the feeling still burns.
But of course, you know, the Patriots, they ain't gonna get that kind of negative light on.
No.
Of course not.
Of course not.
They're gonna spin it and say, well, you know, they're just good friends.
That's how.
Oh, that's how they did it. I just threw that out there. Okay.
His good friend.
Yeah.
And it's again Patriot spin. You know, they want to play themselves off like they're, you know, the saints of the NFL. But you know,
well, it's a problem. It's a problem with the way that media broadcasts these teams. You know, they build up these teams just to tear them down. Like, look at the New Orleans Saints. They build up these teams. Oh, this is a great organization, great people. This bounty investigation. Yeah. Look how they have torn them to shreds.
And they still haven't paid Drew Brees. What is going on? Pay that man.
If they don't pay Drew Brees,
that's it.
They're not going to be in the NFL.
Who do they have behind him? Right. Exactly.
Bobby Aber. Archie Manning.
Oh, Benny tested very